All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Everyday Upland. You guys see the topic? I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I really like the fact that Upland is bringing this openness idea out there. It just makes sense with the way the games are, the structures that we're all building to make those have some utility other than just buying properties. You, for example, may or may not have other NFTs. These are the only NFTs I have. I'm interested in get into other types of NFTs, which I'm quite happy that I said that Upland is actually doing being so open about this and allowing other NFTs to come in because that same other NFT that I'm interested in, which is Top Shots, if you guys don't already know, is something I would love to bring into Upland because I would like to create my own little type of community almost. I would say not necessarily, or maybe, yeah, but or be a part of a community where I have a couple of structures in those communities and I can display all my NFTs, whether it's from Top Shots, whether it's from any laid back llama, which is one NFT I always wanted to purchase, but Upland made it a lot easier to buy NFTs. So maybe now I'll be able to purchase some of these NFTs. Other people bring in whatever NFTs they have. And now it gives me a reason to open an actual metaverse shop, metaventure, sorry, metaventure shop, which will be selling these types of NFTs or just displaying these types of NFTs. So this is a feature that I'm really looking forward to. I can't wait for Upland to actually introduce this type of feature to the game because it's going to open a whole new opportunity and ways to bring in additional players into the game. And consider this, right? You're able to bring in any other NFT, say that is, for example, let's just say there's other ones on other platforms, but let's say Ethereum and the what is it? Ape Yacht Club, right? Board Ape Yacht Club, I think it's called. Imagine I was listening to I think Loyal Doyle featuring General Mort on that he just dropped recently, and General Mort mentioned about um Upland or someone coming in like say Board Ape Yacht Club and buying up a whole neighborhood to have their own node for all their users that have purchased their NFTs. Imagine if something like that is to happen where another blockchain and the Upland blockchain merges together and you could bring in all these different types of NFTs. Like it just makes sense because people have these NFTs. It's cool to have them a display picture, but you kind of want another place where you can display them. Like I've said in previous videos that I thought that people would buy like a digital frame and then put them there, but I guess that's not really the direction for people. They want to display these things online. They want to display them on their profile. They want to display them as their profile picture. And to me, that's awesome. Upland also brings another side to that where they can come in and have it immersive, where you bring it into a game like Upland, which is an open type of platform. This is great. This is such a great thing. There's so many reasons to continue to buy and hold. Like I came in at the most perfect time into this game because it's just before things started changing. And when I said I came in perfect, I was able to accumulate quite a bit of properties in various cities. And now we're here in Las Vegas. I'm trying my best to secure a spot. I did mention yesterday that I may do a prediction and stuff like that, but to be honest, I'm not going to be able to do one today. I'm going to say the ones that you've heard many other people talk about, look at those as a possible collection. But yes, it would be nice to get collection, but because the city is so small, it will be very hard to get the in some of the areas that are being mentioned as possible collection. Those are going to be very hard and very hard to get. And if you're unable to get them to mint and then to get into the secondary market is going to be quite expensive, right? And the floor is going to be raised a lot. So we have to make sure as players in this game, you go for right now. I think the strategy right now is if that you're not able to hit up the main areas, right? Like for example, downtown, the art district is going to be sold out in minutes. Okay, because there's a lot of block explorers that are floating in this area. A lot. Okay, a lot of them are. So the downtown area is going to be very hard. Las Vegas Boulevard is going to be another hard one to be able to get a hold of. So you got to think of ways to say, okay, well, I may not be able to get Las Vegas Boulevard, but maybe I'm able to get Paradise Road, or I may be able to get East Desert Inn Road, or Sands Avenue, or Twain Avenue, or whatever it is, University Center Drive. One of these places, because I don't think it's really going to matter all that much for collections because they're not releasing. I don't think they're releasing all of Upland. There's about 259,000 residential properties, or I think it's properties in Las Vegas. They're only releasing 77,000 of them. So it's going to be a lot. Like this is going to get school. These 77,000 are going to get scooped up, right? You can't really compare it to say Chicago when it's released because that was released, but those end up getting scooped up quite quickly at 1.2 to the point where there wasn't much left over after a couple of days. So this can happen to the 77,000 properties that are in Vegas that they be releasing tomorrow. So right now, I'm hoping that I'm on the right side of Vegas, and that's the other tricky part, right? Are you on the right side of Vegas that's going to be released? I hope they go a top down and release, say, the top area here, then I don't know where they should go. I hope it looks like Westchester is in almost the middle pretty much. So they could do the top or they could do the bottom, right? And you just hope that you're in the right area, you're close to the right street. I bought my first property in Vegas in an area that I think strategically will be able to allow me to get a fair amount of streets because I'm going to try my best to purchase as many streets as I can. If it's 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 possible properties on a street, that's how many I'm going to be purchasing, and I'm going to try and get as many streets as I possibly can. Right? So the end of the day, that's what it's all about. And also another thing that I'm aiming for is to also to boost my yield. If I'm not able to say put some of my properties up on the market and make a good enough return, then I'm going to make sure that all the structures that I have or I purchase, right, are pretty good in yield. That's something I always like to check. If not, the third thing is going to be the UP2 size. Okay, those are the three factors that I myself will be looking into in Vegas. So I'll be looking for certain streets first to get those. Then I'll be looking at properties that on the higher side when it comes to yield. And then if that doesn't work or while that is there, I also try to find properties that are a little bit larger in size because there's so many things happening in the game, whether you can decorate your property or if it's large enough, you can build a factory on it and start distributing and manufacturing and distributing items. So there's so many different ways to go about minting properties in the city in a new city release. But at the same time, when the city is this small, you have to be able to do as much of that as you can, as quickly as you can, and be able to make that decision and be happy with that decision. Because even for me, tomorrow I'll be playing it on my mobile phone, which is not going to be the greatest internet speed, but I'm thinking right now, whatever I can get my hands on is what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully, that the internet is not doesn't slow down because the amount of people. Unfortunately, I can't be home to actually take part in this city release. I have to do it on my phone. So because I have to do it that way, it's gonna be a little slow, but I'm gonna try and hopefully I did strategically pick the right area to be in to be able to mint as much as I possibly can and move around the city and mint as much as I can. So that's how I see tomorrow. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I hope you guys have put some money into the game if needed, or you've raised enough UPEX through selling some of your former properties. But at the same time, too, um, buy some properties to hold. We have to see what this whole Genesis week, couple months down the road, what it has brought us, the players, and how we can take advantage and how we can profit and do well and grow in this game from what they have given us. All right. So that was just a quick one. I'm just looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be going over how well I did or how badly I did or whatever my struggles were using my phone. Hopefully not too much, but I'm trying to get myself focused on minting as much as I possibly can, and also minting as much as I can, getting the right size, the right streets, and yeah, have fun. Anyways, guys, this is a quick one today. If you like my content, please give it a thumbs up, share. Also, please subscribe. Thank you to my new subscribers that I've gotten recently. I appreciate you guys. If you like could you share my content with somebody else, put it on social media so others can see it? Everybody else, if there's anything else that I missed and you'd like me to talk about, or you have a question or anything, just hit me down in the comments. I do respond within 24 hours. If not, another one of my subscribers will definitely answer. We're a very interactive community here. We share, we talk, and we're very welcoming. All right, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Everyday Upland, and I'll see you tomorrow after the Vegas release. All right. Good night, y'all.